Today is February 6th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today out of the Big Book, we are plugging along with There's a Solution. We'll be reading page 26. The 12 and 12 are on step 4. I apologize. There will be no reading today because we read ahead yesterday. But we are on step 4, just for the record, and we are on the 24 hours a day and daily reflection today. But yeah, life's good over here. I have a brand new coffee cup. I'm very excited to talk about this. I don't know why my wife and we've started collecting coffee cups like very unintentionally over the years. And as many coffee cups as I have, I didn't have a Philadelphia Flyers coffee mug. So for Christmas, I forgot to talk about this. My wife surprised me with this beautiful, bright orange Philadelphia Flyers coffee mug. And I've got some Asian Cafe instant coffee in it, and it is very, very good. I don't know what's in it, but it's delicious. And the Flyers are competitive too this year, so I'll take that. What a great time. But anyway, I'm sorry, I digress. Let's get to the good stuff. All right, my friends, so if you recall from yesterday's reading and page 25 of There's a Solution, my goodness, there's so much in that page. But I love this line here. The great fact is just this and nothing less, that we have had a deep and effective spiritual experience which have revolutionized our whole attitude toward life, toward our fellows, and toward God's universe. This sounds a lot deeper than just not drinking, right? And I love the next line. If you're seriously alcoholic, as we were, we believe there's no middle of the road solution. We were in a position where life was becoming impossible. And if we had passed into the region from which there is no return through human aid, we had but two alternatives. One was to go along to the bitter end, blotting out the consciousness of our intolerable situation as best we could, and the other, to accept spiritual help. So we are going to build on that with an example today on page 26. A certain American businessman had ability, good sense, and high character. For years, he had floundered from one sanitarium to another. He had consulted the best-known American psychiatrists. Then he had gone to Europe, placing himself in the care of a celebrated physician, the psychiatrist Dr. Jung, who prescribed for him. Though experience had made him skeptical, he finished his treatment with unusual confidence. His physical and mental condition were unusually good. Above all, he believed that he had acquired such a profound knowledge of the inner workings of his mind and its hidden springs that relapse was unthinkable. Nevertheless, he was drunk in a short time. More baffling still, he could give himself no satisfactory explanation for his fall. So he returned to the doctor, whom he admired, and asked him point blank why he could not recover. He wished above all things to regain self-control. He seemed quite rational and well-balanced with respect to other problems, yet he had no control whatever over alcohol. Why was this? He begged the doctor to tell him the whole truth, and he got it. In the doctor's judgment, he was utterly hopeless. He could never regain his position in society, and he would have to place himself under lock and key or hire a bodyguard if he expected to live long. That was the great physician's opinion. But this man still lives and is a free man. He does not need a bodyguard, nor is he confined. He can go anywhere on this earth where other free men may go without disaster, provided he remains willing to maintain a certain simple attitude. And we will talk about that certain simple attitude tomorrow. Great stuff. "24 hours a day, February 6th. AA thought for the day. On a dark night, the bright lights of the corner tavern look mighty inviting. Inside, there seems to be warmth and good cheer. But we don't stop to think that if we go in there, We'll probably end up drunk, with our money spent and an awful hangover. A long mahogany bar in the tropical moonlight looks like a very exciting place. But you should see the place the next morning. The chairs are piled up on the tables. The place stinks of stale beer and cigarette stubs. And often, we're there too, trying to cure the shakes by gulping down straight whiskey. Can I look straight through the night before and see the morning after? Meditation for the day. God finds amid the crowd a few people who follow him just to be near him, just to dwell in his presence. A longing in the eternal heart may be satisfied by these few people. I will let God know that I seek just to dwell in his presence, to be near him, not so much for teaching or a message, as just for him. It may be that the longing of the human heart to be loved for itself is something caught from the great divine heart. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may have a listening ear, so that God may speak to me. I pray that I may have a waiting heart, so that God may come to me. Daily Reflection, February 6th. A rallying point. Therefore, step 2 is the rallying point for all of us. Whether agnostic, atheist, or former believer, we can stand together on this step. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 33. I feel that AA is a God-inspired program, and that God is at every AA meeting. I see, believe, and have come to know that AA works because I've stayed sober today. I'm turning my life over to AA and to God by going to an AA meeting. If God is in my heart and everyone else's, then I'm a small part of a whole, and I am not unique. If God is in my heart and he speaks to me through other people, then I must be a channel of God to other people. I should seek to do his will by living spiritual principles, and my reward will be sanity and emotional sobriety. All right, my friends, that concludes today's reading, and some great stuff as always. My goodness. Since it's fresh, this daily reflection here, I should seek to do his will by living spiritual principles, and my reward will be sanity and emotional sobriety. I never understood emotional sobriety until I realized I didn't have it. There's been times where I wasn't drinking, but I was still so insecure. And I say that in past tense, but I have to watch that. Sometimes I can still get insecure. I can still get in my head. I can still get selfish, lustful. I can still be all kinds of things, right? But to give you a concrete example, there was something that was bothering me for a while, because I didn't tell my trusted friend the whole truth. I only told him like the tip of the iceberg of what I was going through. Well, I would wake up in the middle of the night thinking about that. And I don't know if it was my conscience or what, but I kept saying, like, I told him most of it. Does he need to know everything? But I couldn't stop thinking about it, right? And I could tell that my emotional sobriety was not good. I was in my head. I was insecure. So finally, I told him everything. The good, the bad, and the ugly of what I was wrestling with. I confessed it. Actually, let me back that up. Before I confessed to my trusted friend, I wrote everything down. I kind of did a mini 4th step. Or maybe it's a 10th step, whatever you want to call it. But I wrote everything down. And then I saw what I wrote, and I saw how it had affected me. I started looking at the root causes of what it's affecting and my part in the situation and all these things. And then I talked to my trusted friend in the program. And then we prayed, and we continue to pray about this. And I took that list, and this is just Robology. This is just me. This always helps me. But on Christmas Eve, right before I was meeting up with my family to get hibachi, which is where I got this instant coffee, by the way. That's for you, Maggie. And then my Flyers cup. But anyway, before I went to meet with my family, I went outside with that list. I prayed one last time that I would learn from this mistake, right my wrongs, make any direct amends I needed to make, or indirect. And I took a match and I burned that list. And I let it go. And I promise you, since that moment, I've rarely played those tapes again of self-pity and shame. You know, and I heard this, and I think I've shared it on the podcast before, that guilt can be a good thing because it can lead to repentance and confession and all kinds of stuff, right? Shame just leads to isolation. Shame, at least for me, is useless because it keeps me stuck in my own head. So that guilt led to confession, actually led to soul searching, confession, prayer, and repentance. And here I am, grinning at bright and early this morning with a cup of coffee in hand, happy to be emotionally sober today. And I thought this was just about not drinking. So I've rambled on way more. You know, see, that's what happens when we don't have a certain reading. I'm like, oh, it'll be a short show today. And then I just get long-winded. I apologize. But I hope y'all have a great one. Thank you so much for the emails and just the encouragement over this new year. It's been such a blessing to do this. And I want to stress to you, if you are sober today, you're a miracle. And if you're not, you are worthy of recovery and you're a miracle too. Your story's not over yet. Maybe it's just beginning. But my friends, if we're given another set of 24 hours, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.